We're here this morning with Cogan, sports psychologist for the U.S. Olympic Committee and specifically fencing. Karen, tell us what's important for athletes at any level to prepare and to compete in a competition of this magnitude.
Well, first of all, you have to expect that there's going to be some anxiety. There's always that pressure when you get up to the Grand Prix level. So athletes need to be prepared that they're going to feel that intense anxiety and that it's probably going to be a little more than usual. So as they go in, they want to have some sort of plan as to how to manage that. And hopefully that's something they've been practicing and training. I usually recommend that athletes spend time in training going through pressure situations and that their coach set those sorts of things up for them to where they're experiencing that anxiety that they're going to feel competitively. It'll never be quite the same, but at least it will get their heart rate up a little bit, get the adrenaline flowing. Then they can learn how they respond individually and then what they need to do to counter that. So when I work with an athlete individually, we talk about coming up with a plan, practicing that plan, and it can start even the week before competition, all the things they're going to do to set themselves up for success. And if they've done that, they've done everything within their control, and then they just have to manage the unexpected things that happen in a competitive situation.
Excellent, thank you. And what's one example that a fencer that's new to the sport and just beginning at the club or high school level, or a fencer at the senior level competing in a World Cup, what's one thing that they can apply and incorporate into their routine?
A very simple thing they can do is work with their breathing. A lot of times when we get anxious, we forget to breathe or we breathe very shallowly, and that often causes more anxiety. So one simple thing that we do is suggest that people step aside, take just a few minutes, really only 2 or 3 deep breaths from the diaphragm, exhale completely, and sometimes that's enough just to take the edge off. It's a very quick thing you can do. It doesn't really take care of the underlying issues related to the anxiety, but it can maybe get you to a point where you can manage it better. Just makes it a little bit less. And then you go out and you deal with the level of anxiety you have, because you know you're always going to have that.
Right. And how about specifically with working with the U.S. fencing team? What do you like most?
Oh, they're just such an amazing group of athletes. Really smart, great senses of humor. It's just fun all the way around, and it's never a dull moment. They're very verbal. We can have great team discussions where they can talk about how to improve what they're doing and gain ideas from each other. So it's been a fantastic experience all the way around for me. And
speaking of dull moments, or never having them, you are always bouncing around to visit all the teams you work with. And now, where are you off to next?
Well, I'm off to Columbus, Ohio. Diving has their Winter Nationals competition, so I'm going straight from one to the other.
Excellent. Well, safe travels to you, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.